Hello and welcome to the March update from the Mayor. I'm joining you from the railroad tracks, which is one of the topics we'll touch on today. I'll also share updates on Central Park, the airport runway, open positions for summer employment and recreation opportunities with the City of Algona, and the urban forest utility. So come with me, update from the Mayor starts now. As part of the Central Park redevelopment project, the shelter house is undergoing an expansion necessary to support the splash pad. The additional building space will allow for the splash pad equipment as well as the welcome needed restroom improvements. Work on the splash pad will continue this spring with the goal of completing construction in midsummer. The airport runway displacement extension project is waiting for a grant from the FAA before continuing progress. We look for the grant to be received soon, and the bidding process is scheduled this fall, so continuing construction can begin in the spring of 2025. By waiting until we receive the grant from the FAA, the city's obligation is only 10% of the total cost of the contract. The reason for this project, again, is to simply move the runway southeast, farther away from Highway 18, to ensure the safety of highway traffic. Positions open for summer employment include aquatic center manager as well as assistant manager. We're also in need of lifeguards, aquatic center cashiers, and concession stand workers. The Algona swim team is in need of a head coach and assistant coaches. So if you would like to apply or know of someone who would, please stop by City Hall for an application and job description, or go to the city website, algonaiowa.gov. Look for the green button that says Job Openings on the home page. Registration is now open for all of the summer rec programs, including the all-area alumni golf tournament to be held on June 8th, youth baseball played in May and June, youth softball with games played in May and June, youth spring soccer, and sand volleyball league. Registration forms are available at City Hall or on the city website, algonaiowa.gov, under the Parks and Rec tab. City Council passed the ordinance establishing an urban forestry utility effective in March. This $2 per month fee will be added to the monthly AMU utility bill. This utility will provide revenue to help fund expenses directly related to the cost of maintaining, trimming, treating, removing, and planting trees on city property, including the right-of-way, operating costs for the free public compost site at Veterans Park, and for the treatment and removal of ash trees in response to the emerald ash borer. We've identified approximately 700 remaining ash trees on city property that need to be removed, and about 75 to 100 every year is needed, at the cost of approximately $80,000 per year. Also, very few cities in Iowa are fortunate enough to have a compost area like Veterans Park, where residents can dispose of yard waste, discarded grass clippings, and tree branches free of charge and obtain compost for their personal use free of charge. And finally, those pesky rough railroad tracks that we all wish were smooth. We're securing DOT funding and plan to upgrade and improve all 4 railroad crossings next year in 2025. And as I've told many of you, we need to coordinate with the railroad companies for these repairs as it's actually their property. They own the area of the tracks and the city owns the approaches on either side. Also, by securing a grant from the DOT, the city's financial obligation is only 20% of the total project. Without the DOT grant, the city would be spending close to $500,000. So again, by coordinating with other entities for grants such as the Iowa DOT and the FAA, the savings are substantial that we can pass along to you, our residents. Well, I hope I've answered questions that you've had about what's happening around town. So be sure to join me next month again for more updates. Together we can, together we will, and together we are creating an amazing community now and for the future.